Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to the Must Love Yarn podcast.
Mm-hmm.
It's Wednesday,
Yep.
May 13th
13th.
today.
Yep.
13th. And we are podcasting way earlier in the morning than we normally do. I'm pretty sure my coffee might be kind of starting to kick in, but we'll see. So welcome. And we are a yarn shop in Shelburne, Vermont. But as you can see, neither Kelly or I are podcasting from said yarn shop right now.
Nope. Nope.
So you can find the store out on all social media as Must Love Yarn. And we are currently offering online shopping with some free shipping, and for our local shoppers we have curbside pickup, which we have actually recently expanded our hours of curbside pickup. So take a look at our website. We've got all the details up over there about how that works and what the process is. Yep. And I'm Angela.
And I'm Kelly.
And you can find me out on social media, Instagram and Ravelry, as Junior Bird Kid.
And you can find me on Instagram as Kelly O Spins, and you can find me on Ravelry as Kelly Spins.
Yep. And feel free to follow or friend us on those platforms. Though, as I always say, with a caveat that Instagram page is my personal page, so there's other non-knitting content.
Yep. Same for me. Lots of cooking, lots of animals, some knitting. Well, it has been mostly knitting, but
recently a lot of adult beverages.
Yeah, you have had. It's kind of fun to see what Angela's drinking. And now he's like, what's Angela drinking tonight?
What is it today? And speaking of Instagram, we actually also have some podcast mascots. They are a mob of meerkats, and I do have them. I have 3 of them here with me. They are wearing the appropriate face masks for being out in public.
The PPE.
PPE or ninja masks or whatever. So this is Gage, our original meerkat, and this is Gage's friend Swatch, and then this little guy here is Stitch. So they also have their own Instagram page, which I've tried to have be a little bit more active lately. So take a gander over if you'd like to follow some stuffed animals on Instagram. Yay. Yay, yay, yay. So we like to start out our podcast with a pick of the week. And what we've been doing, what we started last week, is having some sort of pattern to go along with the yarn. And so if you buy the required yarn for the pattern, we will include the pattern for free. Is that still happening this week? Or was that a one shot?
That's happening this week.
Okay. I was like, uh-oh.
Nope. Nope, that's happening this week. So there's going to be 4 different yarns that are going to be included. Fancy. Because they'll all work well together, or a combination of them will work well for the pattern. And it's a fun pattern, and it's a great one if you want to like stock up on fun gifts for gift giving season, or for birthdays or whatever. So without further ado, the pattern this week are these Noro mitts. I'm trying not to get it blown out too much from sun. So you basically use 1 skein of it. The pattern specifically calls for Curion, but you could use Curion or Silk Garden, and then 1 skein of a solid. which is the black in this case. So they do these they're going to be kind of, not 100% matching, but they'll be really fun together because of how the Crayon and the Silk Garden Stripe, they're a long color repeat. So so this week's pick is Crayon and Silk Garden, both of those, as well as Woolstock in the 50-gram skeins and Lark, which are 50-gram skeins, because you only need a 50-gram skein. Both the Noro, Crayon and Silk Garden are 50-gram skeins. So you only need one of your striping yarn and then one of your solid. So there's a lot of different options, and I didn't grab any of the yarns, but what I'll do is I can, we have links in show notes, but I know a lot of you guys know the Silk Garden and Crayon. They've been around for years. And then the Lark and the Woolstock, I know a lot of people have used too, and they're just a really nice, solid worsted weight yarn. So the Crayon sells for $9.99. It's 108 yards for 50 grams, and it's 100% wool. The Silk Garden sells for $12.99 a skein. They're 108 yards, 50 grams per skein as well. They're 45% silk, 45% kid mohair, and then 10% lamb's wool. So it's a really nice soft yarn. The Woolstock are the 50-gram skeins, which are the ones that are going to be on special, are $8.50 a skein. 123 yards per 50-gram skein, and they're 100% Highland Peruvian. I think it's Peruvian. No, yes, it's Highland wool, but I think it's from South America. And then the Lark is $9 a skein. They're 134 yards, and it's 100% American wool. And the Lark and the Woolstock come in a lot of colors, and we've got a number of them in stock. So it'd be really fun. You could do some really, really fun, bright combinations. So the pattern is striped mitts, pattern number 6. And it's a pretty straightforward pattern. It's just one page. So awesome. Nice, easy, other than changing color, and it is knit on the bias. It's not too bad to do.
Awesome.
So, yeah. And it looks like, yep, I figured they would be, but they're knit flat and then seamed. For knitting on the bias, you kind of
have to.
Would have to. Yeah, for mitts anyway. So that is that.
Awesome.
Lots of options. And of course, you don't have to do the mitts if you don't want to, because there's, those 4 yarns are great yarns, and you could do some really fun color work patterns. Oh, the other thing that you could do too that I've done, I did a whole bunch of them. Amy King, who owns Spunky Eclectic up in Maine, she did the faux isle hat, I think it's called, and it actually uses a skein of either, you can use Crayon or Silk Garden, and then a solid color, and it's really cute. And I did a whole bunch of those years ago, and that would, so this would work for that as well. So if you don't necessarily want to do mitts, you could get use the same setup, the skein of self-striping and a skein of solid, and do that hat as well. And awesome. I'll put that a link to her hat pattern. So I'm pretty sure it's free hat pattern nice. On Ravelry. Yeah.
Nice. Awesome. And so we should come up with a coupon code, unless you've already come up with one.
I was just going to do weekly pick mitts, MITTS.
Works for me.
Because I know we haven't used that before. Awesome.
We'll keep it simple and easy.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Excellent. So do you have any finished objects this week?
I have one.
Cool.
And you guys will see in Outtakes, it's the only thing I've knit on. I didn't knit all week until last night. I sat down. I had a splitting headache last night, and I sat down and I just kind of needed to do not much of anything. And so I just knit, because I was doing the ribbing on the socks. So my socks, are done.
Yay.
Yep. So they're done. Well, okay. So technically I have to weave in the ends, but
who's counting?
Full disclosure, I have to weave in the ends. I just tucked them down inside, but there's only because they're a toe up, and I didn't in the I did kind of the toe up version of a heel flap and gusset on these. So there's not an afterthought. So there's only just the two ends on each sock. So four ends to weave in. They're super quick to weave in. So they're done. I love how on the heel, because you're doing those short rows, you get a little brighter pop of the color. It's kind of fun because everywhere else they're just kind of like little micro stripes of color.
Nice.
So yeah, these have been sitting on the needles for way too long. So I'm so happy to have these done. I've got other socks like this that I really just need to, get done.
Well, and the weather's definitely been conducive to wearing hand knits and hand knit socks.
I know. I really like hand knit socks. So
we jumped so we jumped right into finished objects and skipped right over what are we wearing.
That's okay. We're all out of sorts. We just keep going with that theme.
That's right. It's totally fine. I think it's because I got distracted because I am wearing one of my finished object. So
nice.
So it's this headband. It is the I'm calling it the Quarantine Hair Don't Care headband, but it's actually the
I love that.
Beach Hair Don't Care by Melissa Kemmerer.
Yep.
So it's in the Nomadic Knits Florida.
The very first issue they did, yeah.
Yes. And so it seemed like a good use of some leftover DK weight yarn that would also be functional. And I think you could knit this out of almost any weight of yarn. You might have to adjust the needle size or the size of the width of the headband if you were going to use like worsted or bulky, but it's a really sort of quick, easy pattern. So I would recommend it if you're looking for a quick project.
Nice. That's cute.
Thanks. Some leftover Legacy Fiber Arts in the parchment colorway. So
nice.
Yeah. I haven't weighed it yet to see how much yarn it used, but it didn't use a huge amount. So, but I definitely think I'm going to make one or two more in like fingering weight and just see, because it'll be a little not as wide. But we'll see. I will probably get distracted and not actually do that, but who knows? Yeah. So
what else are you wearing?
I'm wearing my confetti fade sweater that I knit a while ago. So it's just the confetti sweater by Vera Valimaki, which I faded. So, and I'm holding my arm up because you can see all the colors of the fade on it.
I really like that one.
Thank you. Hadn't worn it in a while, and it seemed like a good sort of layering piece. I think today it's a little chilly out right now, but I think it's going to get a little warmer later this afternoon.
I think so. Yeah, I think it's supposed to be pretty nice this afternoon. Just blue skies everywhere here this morning.
Yeah, which is awesome.
Yeah.
And so what are you wearing, Kel?
I am wearing my In Stillness, of course, it's really bright by the window here, so it's hard to see. My In Stillness cardie that I did a test knit for Alicia Plummer when last year I think it was in the fall, winter. I don't remember. I think that's when it was. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's the beginning of the year. I don't know.
Sometime.
Yeah. So it has this really nice kind of broken rib pattern on the top, and then it's just kind of plain on the bottom. But it's nice. It's loose and comfy, and I can throw it on, and it's nice because it's a cardigan. So if I get warm, I can just unbutton it and kind of adjust my temperature. So, but yeah, and I knit this out of the Juniper Moon Farm Patagonia. And it's 100% wool. It's a really nice, or not the Patagonia, the Santa Cruz. It's like the big
bulky,
sister
right?
of the, it's a worsted, Aran worsted.
Okay.
But it's the bigger version of Patagonia, because Patagonia has been around for a while, and then Santa Cruz, they've just released, I think last fall. So it's coming up on a year that they've had it. So
Nice.
It's a nice yarn.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So I did this, and then I worked a little bit on these socks. So this is I think I showed these last week. This is a sock tube that Kelly cranked for me. I'm just working on adding some cuffs, and I'm on the heel of the first sock. Just been working on these just a little tiny bit, not too much. And then I've mostly been working on the longitudes tee. So let me pull that out. And I feel like I haven't made very much progress, but I probably have made more progress than I think that I have. Oh,
that's pretty. Wow.
Thank you. That. So this is a bottom-up sweater, and it is a 2-color with a slip stitch kind of rib detail on it. And it seemed like a really good way to use sort of multicolored yarn to maybe avoid like some pooling issues. I'm not seeing that this is having any of that type of problem. I've not been alternating skeins of the color, the variegated yarn, because I think the striping just breaks it up enough.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I think so. Just by having the other skein in there, yeah. Nice.
Yeah. So I guess, the good news is like once I get to the armpits on that, it's going to go really fast.
Yep.
The challenge is getting to the armpits.
Yep. Yeah, because it's short sleeve, right? It's just not much of a sleeve.
Yeah, so that's what it looks like.
Yeah, cute.
Yeah, I thought it would be, a nice use for that particular yarn, because I've had it. It's a Round Mountain Fibers. It was yarn for a Kickstarter campaign that she did a while back. And I've sort of struggled with like, how do I use this yarn? I have more skeins of it. This is only going to use a couple of the skeins, but it just seemed like a good use for that type of yarn.
Yeah, I came across that yarn because I got some of that too. I came across that the other day when I was looking for some other yarn.
Yep. Yeah, no, it's fun. I might do some socks out of one of the skeins. So we'll see.
Nice.
We'll find something else. It could also be a good Hope and Breathe shawl as well.
Mm-hmm.
So
I've seen some cool ones of those.
Oh yeah.
Neat combinations.
Yeah. Exactly. So that's pretty much it. I haven't even done any of the blanket of calm squares. Like I just spend lots of not much knitting time.
Yeah. I haven't, like I said, I haven't done hardly any at all, but I am currently working on my Brandolin top, which is that little t-shirt that I'm going to do out of the Solo Lino, which is the recycled linen and new linen. And it's so soft. I really, really like that. That was the one we did the pick of the week 2 weeks ago, I think.
Yep.
Let's see. Oh, buddy. He just fell off the couch.
Oh no.
Oh, you okay? Oh, buddy.
Poor guy.
He's not the most coordinated guy. Oh dear.
Does he always look fairly embarrassed when he does stuff like that?
No, he just kind of, I think because it happens sometimes, he just kind of rolls with it, and he's like, oh,
whatever.
again? Oh, buddy. You're a good boy. I'm sitting in my rocking chair, and neither one of them really like to sit with me when I'm sitting in my rocking chair. He thought about hopping up with me, but he's like, yeah.
Not today.
Yeah, because I can move, so I'm trying not to rock too much because I don't want to pull my my iPad like off the stand that it's on. So
yeah, technology challenges.
I know. Oh, you're a good boy. You had some water, and now you feel better.
So I think I have settled on yarn for the new knit along that we're starting tomorrow.
Nice.
Yes. Though the challenge right now is going to be, how am I going to get the yarn wound? And not because I don't have a ball winder and Swift at home, because I do. I'm just not entirely sure that my ball winder can handle.
Is it a big skein?
The yarn baby.
Yeah.
Exactly has happened here. My
sock
tube is all like
wound all the way
around my bucket. Like janged myself around the cord.
Nice. That's such a pretty color.
Thank you. CC's
As
wool.
you can see, I'm rather fond of gold.
Yes. So this is a yarn baby. This is 1,120 yards. And having tried to wind one of the worsted yarn baby skeins on my poor little ball winder at home and having it go disastrously. Not sure this is going to work.
Yeah, fingering weight would not be ideal. Yeah.
So I think I've got to figure out how to get to the store now when nobody's there to perhaps use the ball winder, or I may just have to wind it as far as I can on the ball winder and wind the rest by hand, which may end up being option 2.
I mean, you could cut it. You could do half of it and then cut it and then do the other half.
I don't really want to do that. But in a pinch, that is the solution. In a pinch. And really, it would mean what? There's like 2 more ends to weave in. Like that's, and maybe not even, depending on where things sort of landed. So I'm planning on knitting Garden Gate, which is one of her fingering weight sweaters. And it's
Which one are you doing?
Garden Gate.
Garden Gate.
Garden Gate.
I'm doing Mid Coast, which is a fingering weight, and I'm using the Quince & Co. Finch for mine.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I'm doing this, and I am pretty sure, at least according to my calculations, I have enough of this one, which I use to knit the Maritimo, to use as a counter color for this gold, which matches surprisingly well.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty.
And it's already wound. So, and I might do a short sleeve version of the garden gate. We'll see.
Nice.
Or
nice
3/4 sleeve like this one.
Nice.
I can decide that later. I don't have to decide that right now.
Since we're talking about the knit along that's going to be starting.
Yes.
Some people already know about it because we talked about it we did talk about it last week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we did.
Yep.
So anybody watching may have seen last week where we actually already mentioned it. But if you didn't catch last week's episode, we are doing a knit along starting tomorrow night. Oh my gosh, tomorrow's Thursday already.
I know, right?
We're going to have a kickoff party on Zoom, and it's going to be from 7 to 9. And if you want the Zoom login
do you want me to put the meeting ID down in the bottom?
Yeah, we can either put the link or the meeting ID or whatever down in the bottom, so people can click on it there, because I don't think we get a whole lot of crazy people trying to,
if they've watched this far to get a Zoom
the nice thing is that we have the waiting room, so
right.
Yeah. That's true. So anyway, we can put that in show notes. We can put the meeting link thing. So we're going to be knitting patterns by Jennifer Steingass,
Mm-hmm.
and any of the patterns, any yarn that you want to use, you're welcome to join us. I mean, if you just want to come and hang out with us and knit too, that's completely fine.
Me too. Exactly.
Thursday night from 7 to 9, we're going to be kicking that off. And Larissa from Green Mountain Spinnery is co-hosting that with us. So we enjoy doing a lot of events and things with them. They're good peoples. So
yes, they are. And we're trying to stay connected with everyone, all of you, and all of our folks that we do like trunk shows with and things like that.
Yeah. And we don't really have all the rules. Well, us with rules, but we don't have an end date yet, and we don't have. The
rules are there's not very many rules.
Yeah, exactly. And we don't have any other dates set up for more Zoom things. We might change them around a little bit, so if people couldn't join us in the evening, maybe we'll do kind of a daytime one or a weekend one or something sometime too. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But we'll keep everybody posted, and they have a Ravelry board set up on Green Mountain Spinneries. We're going to set one up on our Ravelry group so that you can find all of the details. So once we figure out when we're going to have another Zoom group meet, then we can do that, and we'll put all the information for you guys there.
Yep.
So.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it should be fun. It's just, a way to try to stay connected. And Jennifer Steingass has so many amazing patterns. We figured there's something there for everybody. So many different weights of yarn, and just her stuff's amazing. So.
Yeah, it was kind of fun in Knit Group. We were talking about it on Sunday, and somebody said who hasn't done a whole lot of color work is gonna join in, just do the cowl to get a little color work practice, which is a great idea. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. Awesome.
Yeah.
So this is a little light on knitting content this week.
Yeah.
Oh well. It's the way it goes. So I closed the thread for the scrap along, though part of me feels like I should just leave it open till like where the store reopens, like extend it, just because everybody seems to be knitting kind of scrappy stuff and going through stash and doing that. So I don't know. What do you think? Should I leave it open and extend it?
I think you could. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because then if people want to keep doing scrappy projects, using up some some leftovers, and as they're cleaning out their stash, then yeah, why
Okay.
not?
All right. So I'm going to go reopen the locked thread when we get done. And
because we probably aren't going to send prizes out until, things calm down a little bit anyway. So
yeah, might as well leave it open and let people continue to post. So, all right. So I'll go amend that.
Okay.
To change it to the summer of scraps. Assuming we can get to summer.
I know, right? Oh,
'cause
buddy.
we had snow at my house yesterday. So, fun times.
Yeah.
Fun
Yeah.
times. Hi. Hi.
We're almost done.
We're almost done. Do you want to wave real quick to everybody? Okay. I'm almost done. Okay. So, super fun. Anyway.
Yep. I just had to eject my buddy too, because he was he likes to paw if you're not paying enough attention. I was afraid he was going to hit my cable and send everything flying. So
Yep. Yepers. So I don't know that we have a huge amount of anything else to talk about.
I know. I did go and meet my sheep yesterday.
You did.
I did. I did. I cuddled with my sheepies. I did. Oh my gosh. Let me let's see.
And how many are you getting?
So I've got 4 lambs that are definitely coming.
Nice.
And possibly 1 to 2 older ewes as well.
Awesome.
So yeah. So this is Tara, and she's one of my lambs, and she's a little cuddle bug.
So cute.
Yeah, she was hanging out on my lap and just laid there, and then she climbed down and laid on, it's kind of hard to see, but this is Tara, and then Brant, one of the little ram lambs that is going to be a wether when he comes to live with me, is in the background.
Nice.
And that's Tara's daddy. He's not coming home with me, but I took pictures of him because he's handsome.
He is.
And then
Shetlands, right?
Yeah, there's Shetlands. And then let me get the other one oops, where is it?
Just give me a second.
Oh, there it is. So that is Tara's sister, Tilly. So Tilly's coming home too. Yep. And that's their mom, Tova. So she's just really lovely.
Oh, nice.
So, and she's not coming home, but the little babies. Aren't they cute?
They are cute.
Yeah, they're cute.
And then this is right in the foreground. That's one of the ewes that I might be bringing home too. So she's really lovely.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, we had good weather. It was at least sunny, and so we got to hang out in the pen with them and snuggle. So
yep.
So the lambs anyway, won't be coming here until July. So they have to, they wean them usually somewhere between 3 and 4 months is when they wean them from their moms. And then they'll be able to come here once they're.
Okay. Nice. Yeah. Well, I know of one little person who wants to come and see the lambs and sheep.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I know. I'm going to have a whole list of people who are going to want to come and see them. So it'll be fun.
All right. So is this probably our cue to wrap up here, right?
Probably.
All right. Well, we hope everybody is staying safe, and stay tuned for the outtakes for some more information about what's happening at the store.
Yeah.
And
keep an eye on social media, and if you subscribe to our email list too, because we'll keep having updates go out about all of our procedures and reopenings, schedules, and things like that. So it's a work in progress, and it's a day by day kind of thing.
Yep.
So.
And it will be, I think, for a while. So
I think so. Yeah, I agree.
Yep. So, but wherever you are, we appreciate everybody for watching and staying connected. And for the folks that are buying stuff from the store, we really appreciate it. It helps a lot. So.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it's kept us going, and we've got our employees back to work, which is nice. And kind of, it's nice to have a sort of, routine again with it. So
exactly. So till, I guess, next time, we've hesitated in sort of recent months to say till next week because things seem to come up, but we think that we've gotten a schedule here. So unless something really wild,
with my new internet, then
you should be fine.
I knock on wood, might be able to have some decent bandwidth, so we can kind of go with whatever works in the schedule. So
I think I'm gonna have to call them too and just see if anything can be done at my end, because at a certain point it gets a little ridiculous.
Jen ended up having pretty good luck and had some stuff boosted and did some different things. So, and she said it made a difference for her. So
okay, mine may very well be a router issue. I can't remember how old my router is. So and they have a shelf life like everything else that's electronic. So
cool.
But anyway, so I will see you tomorrow night.
Yes, you will. And we'll hopefully see some of everybody else.
Exactly. Hopefully, if my internet's not behaving poorly, we'll get this uploaded by tomorrow morning. So we'll see. Don't hold your breath.
Sounds good.
I know, right?
Yep.
Exactly. So till next time, everybody stay safe, and we'll keep in touch.
Bye.
And then we'll have some stuff for the outtakes, or it might be in the middle of the podcast. It's hard to tell. Holy smokes. So I might have ordered some Star Wars colorways from Stacy at Mustache when she did her thing on May the 4th. And they might have arrived yesterday.
I got my Katrinkles. She shipped fast. I got my Katrinkles. I forgot to grab it.
I got mine yesterday or the day before, so I've got it in here. I can show it. I haven't had a chance to play around with it yet, but I did pull the socks that need darning, so that's exciting. It's what a cool concept.
It's very cool. Yeah.
We can talk about it here, and then I don't have to do it later. So Katrinkles did this darning loom. It's basically to be able to repair socks. I mean, I suppose you could use it to repair anything.
Yeah,
sweaters or
anything where you have a patch that was,
a
smaller patch. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's exciting. Because I was trying to figure out I have 2 pairs of socks that have just been kind of hanging out that I can't wear because I got holes in the heels, and I was working up to darning them. So now I can play with that.
Nice.
So this is new. This is really early in the morning for us to podcast. got to do what we got to do. And hopefully my computer will upload faster than it did last week, which was like the dumbest thing ever.
That was a long time for it to upload.
It, you know, it's very frustrating. But I think, you know, I knew I was going to have problems because of what was happening when we were podcasting.
Yeah.
Which is probably happening again.
Yep. Frozen in time, robot voice, you know, all those good things. I'm so excited to have my internet up because so we have one of their transfer relay boxes or whatever on our property.
Yeah.
So right now, even though we're at like we're in the lowest package, which is like I think 10 megabytes or something.
Yeah.
We're consistently at like between 7 and 9. So the max we can go here is 50. So we should be pretty good, I would think. I'll have to do some speed tests once we get it, but
I don't even have that option. I think I pay, because we're about a half a mile from the relay box. And I think we paid a bunch of extra money to get into the like up to 20 megabits category, but we never pull that. Like if I can pull 12, I'm doing really good.
wow.
Maybe I should call them and see if they've made any changes. I probably need a new router. This is just because this has been tiresome at best.
Yeah. So my modem router that I have is like 10 years old, and she's like, yeah, well, when we up your speed, we'll have to send you a new modem. I'm like, that's totally fine. I'm like, this one doesn't owe me anything. And yeah, and it's pretty surprising with the lower package that we have. I mean, we can typically have the TV going and, you know, either a computer and a phone, two phones, whatever it is, you know, be doing different things on them. I mean, and we don't do gaming or anything like that, but
Right.
you know, we stream all of our TV services are streamed.
Yeah, us too.
Because we even get our local channels through them. So we stream our local channels through their package. But yeah, so it's kind of interesting that, you know, for the most part it's been okay, but now that, you know, we're both working at home and you know, some of the applications my husband has to use when he's here use more, so there's some things I can't do. So
yeah. And are they on Burlington Telecom at their normal? Are they on fiber where they are?
I'm sure they probably are at his office because they use a lot of resources for internet. And
if they're not, have them talk to me. I know a guy.
Yeah, I mean, it's a huge company, so I'm sure that they've got pretty decent.
Yeah, they aren't everywhere though. And,
yeah, no.
I keep waiting for them to bring service down Shelburne Road. So.
Yeah, well, so the company that we use for our home, which you use too, they ran fiber on our street, but they haven't hooked it up. They're like, it's for future application.
Right now, like, come on. I know. I did call them a while back because I saw that they were starting to run fiber network. And so I called them and I was like, and maybe I emailed them. They're like, are you running it down my road at all? Like, I'm just trying to weigh my options. And they're like, nope.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yep.
Oh, well. Oh, well. Well. The naked child hasn't shown back up again, so probably good. Kelly got to be a little insight into mornings at my house. So this is the one of the skeins of yarn.
Oh.
This is the Kylo Ren inspired colorway called the Dark Warrior. Reds and grays and blacks.
Nice.
which anybody who's Star Wars fan is like, yep, that pretty much matches. And that was the only one that the washi tape was broken on. Be too crinkly to get the other ones out of their package. But self-stretching sock yarn, it's a sickness. I gotta keep Kelly in sock tube cranky.
Oh yeah.
Business.
I've been pretty busy with that. Everybody's been cleaning out and destashing, so they've like, I'm never gonna knit this color into socks, so if I have it in tubes, then I'll have socks in no time. So
I've got one of those sock tubes going right here. Right here. And I have a handy, I can't actually show you guys, but I have like a little, the way this desk is it's attached to the wall and then it folds down. It's like a Murphy desk almost. And so in the part that's attached to the wall, there's like a little kind of almost like a pocket where the desk folds down and then it's the inside of the desk. And actually this little ball of yarn like just sits right in there perfectly. It's like a little yarn ball, yarn bowl.
That's funny.
Yarn. Just it works out well. Got to use what you have.
That's right.
I finally got this to a place where it's can be my desk project. There's just knitting now that I've got the stitches picked up for the heel.
I hadn't knit all week until last night, and I finished my socks last night, and that's the only knitting I've done this week.
I've done a little bit. I feel like I should have so much more done, but then I think back and I'm like, I really don't have any more knitting time than I normally do, and I feel like some days I might actually have less. Which is weird. It's counterintuitive. I feel like, oh, I'm home all the time. I should have, oh, she's back. Hi. Hi, don't pull on those. Do you want to come say hi to everybody?
The hiding monster.
Are you hiding? No. You can come say hi for just a little bit. Kelly and I are recording, okay? Because then you're gonna have to go out so we can do our work on our meeting. You want to say hi?
Hi. Hello. Do you still have snow at your house? No. Did it all melt? Yeah. Yeah, it did at my house too. We didn't get as much as you did though.
Yeah, those are the Phoebes. They have nests on the porch. They've been super busy. All the birds have been busy. We got bluebirds and Phoebes and some chickadees.
Oh, and some bluebirds.
And bluebirds, yes.
And blue jays.
And yes, and some blue jays. Yeah. All right, why don't you go see what William and Daddy are doing, okay? Okay, thank you. Nope, you need to go. Take your Pokeball with you. Nope. Well, if I thought she was going to lay back there quietly, I just would let it go, but the jumping will start soon. All right, I'm going to mute this real quick and get her out of here, and then we can start.
Okay.
I'm going to cut all of that out.
I was just sitting here imagining all of that was being said in the conversation. And then I see John come in. I'm like, uh-oh. Oh boy.
Yep.
At least the sun's shining today.
I know. It's see, we have our own.
Winnie, come on, off. She, at the farm trucks, there's the big farm trucks that they usually use them for harvesting. Oh, and it's the manure spreader this morning. They have the big, huge tractors that have the big trailers that spread the manure.
Yep.
That's what it is. Then they're really heavy, so they're loud when they go by.
Yep.
And she, for whatever reason, really doesn't like it. Oh, and it's apparently the brigade this morning. They said they have, I think, like 3 or 4 of them, and they just like cycle around and they go out, and apparently they're going by our house because they're going to one of the southern fields.
We have those go up and down our road as well. We're in between a couple of different fields that are owned by the same farm.
Yeah.
But we sit far enough from the road, but you can hear them. I mean, they're loud.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, part of living in farm country.
Yep.
So
that's okay.
yeah.
I don't mind. Except for when she barks.
Exactly.
It's fine if she just like barks and then lets it go, but sometimes she just like keeps barking because she likes to bark.
Yeah. I get that. So, well, should we march forward, or should we give some more outtakes? I don't know how much else I have to share in the outtakes. Well, we're at home.
Still at home.
So maybe we should talk about this back here. So Vermont has cleared retail businesses to reopen in some limited capacities. We're still sorting through what that's going to look like for us, and we can't guarantee that we're going to have open to the public hours on the 18th when they start back up. But what we have done is expanded our curbside pickup hours considerably. So if you're local, we are now have somebody in the store Tuesday through Saturday to deal with curbside pickup. So it'll be much easier to call and get somebody on the phone.
Yep.
But just stay tuned. If you're not subscribed to our mailing email list, you might want to get on that, because that's where we're doing a lot of our updates about as things change. So
we'll do some of it on Instagram and Facebook as much as we can anyway too. And but we have to have a plan in place and have all the, so to keep everybody safe. So we're kind of working on that and trying to do everything else at the same time. So
and
it's a process.
It's tough with yarn because it's a very touchy business. And touchy is one of the things that can cause some problems. So we're just trying to figure out the safest way to do that for everybody.
Yeah.
So stay tuned. I know we've gotten a few questions about whether we're opening to the public on Monday, and as of right now, the answer is no.
Right.
But we have expanded curbside pickup now. So.
And I'm sure, and we're going to be, we're going to keep working on towards opening, but right now we don't have an official opening date for in-person shopping. So.
Right.
And that could change really, really quickly, like everything else has been. So.
Yeah. And I think, I think that's the thing, like with everything else right now, we just ask that people be patient and flexible and understanding, and everybody has been. But we're doing the best we can with the information that we're being given, and the sort of our state government is doing the best they can with information they have, and things change on a dime. So it's
hold on. Naughty child to deal with. No, you are not going to do that. Ugh, she has one of those beds that has a cover on it, but it's like a foam bed, and she likes to flip it over and start shredding the foam when she's being naughty and tired, and that's what she was doing. So I threw it on the couch, and then she climbed into it, and now she's going to take a nap. So, you know.
Just like kids. Just like kids. All right.
Ay.
Well, shall we get this ship sailing?
Might as well.
All right.